Hey guys, good morning. So in this workshop, I'm going to be talking about another mutual fund distribution company. So company ka naam hai Anand Rathi Wealth Management. So Anand Rathi Wealth Management is mostly a mutual fund distribution company, but they cater to the HNI families of this country. So Anand Rathi, if you look at the business model, they are not SEBI registered RIA. So their main business model is ke like they will have their own set of HNI clients. Jinko say, for example, what they'll do is they'll give them, good research reports, they'll give them good financial advice, and they will direct them to the mutual fund companies or the AMC companies. Got it? So that's basically the business model. So if I just want to like go a bit deeper into that business model, so as I tell you, right, like what Anand Rathi does is like they give out standardized solution. They give out standardized solution, complex free solution. Okay, I mean simple investment advice, standardized solution to the HNI families that Anand Rathi have in their portfolio. So if I talk about standardized solution, that means you also understand like what they're trying to do is they're trying to give a return of 12, 13, 14% CAGR to their clientele base. Okay, so now of course, if I just end up the business model is like the more families that they get to the AMC businesses, the more commissions Anand Rathi make from the AMC companies and the other mutual fund companies. Okay, so just a bit more about this company is like what Anand Rathi is like. Anand Rathi is a business that has a lot of relationship managers. Okay, so the company currently has around 308 relationship managers, and every relationship manager acts as a mentor as well to their set of clients. Got it? So if you look at one relationship managers are basically well trained people, well trained in personal finance, well trained in equity research, and they would mentor their HNI clients. Okay, so when I say mentor, so of course, like one regional manager can one relationship manager can mentor up to 3 to 4 clients. Okay, so what Anand Rathi actually says is like this number of 308 relationship manager, the number would go up to 500 in the next 2 years. So you can clearly see that there will be a 25-30% CAGR increase with which the relationship managers would, the number would grow in the future. So that's the other way of looking at it. Now, if you look at the ROE of the business, it's north of 40%, 40 to 43%. Of course, we understand why, because this is a very low capex business, right? And of course, this is a mutual fund distribution business where Anand Rathi acts as an intermediary. Now, let's understand the scope. So Anand Rathi is very bullish in the Bharat side of India. That means tier 2, 3, 4, 5 cities. What they're also trying to do is like out of this 308 relationship managers, they are trying to send around 25 to 30 relationship managers back to their hometowns. And these hometowns are in the tier 2, 3, 4, 5 cities. Now, this is where Anand Rathi finds that there is immense potential in the space of wealth management, right? Because today, if you look at Angel One, right? Angel One is a digital broking company. I'm going to be covering Angel One in a separate workshop. But if you look at Angel One as well, Angel One also has been doing the same thing, right? They have created a super app and they are targeting the young cohorts in the entire 2, 3, 4, 5 cities. So Anand Rathi is trying to capture the wealth management space in the Indian hinterlands. Okay, so ये हो गया एक point. दूसरा चीज में what I would also like to say is कि like Anand Rathi manages. They do not manage, but they have around 8,700 client families, right? After Q1 FY24. Now this is what they're trying to say is like in India. Let me give you some data points that can like give you an idea about the scope that Anand Rathi Wealth Management and other mutual fund distributors like Prudent has. So if you look at it, like India has approximately 10 lakh HNI families. So out of 10 lakh HNI families, Anand Rathi only has around 8,700 HNI families. So that is like nothing, right? Compared to say the scope and say, for example, the level at which they can grow in the long run. Second is the management in the con call has also clearly pointed out that the business can grow at 20 to 25% CAGR for a long time in the future, right? So that is one other point of another point. Like of course, like since there is so much scope, the management believes like they can grow top line, bottom line at 20-25% CAGR. So this is another point. The second thing, what the management also says is like out of this 8,700 clientele base, like the HNI family base that they have, every HNI family knows 5 to 10 HNI families, right? So if you do a good job, with one HNI family, he or she, I mean, or the family would automatically recommend you to their relatives, got it, who are also HNI families, got it. And now think about the scope here. So what Anand Rathi actually tries to do is, they don't try to tell the HNI families to directly to come to, come with a big amount of money. So what they tell the families, I mean, I'm talking about the newer families, okay, the potential clients to the company. So what they actually tell Anand Rathi is what Anand Rathi actually says come with a small amount of money, start investing, okay, and over a period of time, जब आपको performance दिखेगा, when you will see performance, you are going to increase your allocation, right? And of course, like the more AUM that Anand Rathi gets in from these HNI families to the mutual fund companies, the more is the commission that they get, correct? So that's the whole business model. So now let's first understand what is the AUM, right? What is the AUM that Anand Rathi has been able to collect, from these 8,700 HNI family. So the number is at 43,000 crore. So think about this, and the AUM grew 32% on a YOY basis. Now Anand Rathi is not an AMC, right? So they have collected. Now think about this: the total amount of money that Anand Rathi has taken from these HNI families and have helped them to invest in these mutual fund companies, and of course in the and they also help in tax planning and everything else. But tax planning alag se dekhte hai. So the amount of money that they have taken from these HNI families and have helped them, with proper research and structure and financial planning करके ये जो AMCs के mutual funds में जो पैसे रखे हैं, so the amount has totaled to 43,000 crore, right? And this amount has gone up by 32% on a YOY basis. So मैं अगर थोड़ा सा आनंद राठी का Q1 FY24 का numbers बताऊं, the top line grew 34% on a YOY basis. Bottom line has also grown 34% on a YOY basis. And the AUM which the company has collected, as I already pointed this out, AUM has grew 32% on a YOY basis. So that means what? And of course, अभी आप देखोगे तो कोई अभी bull market चल रहा है. And then of course, जब कोई bull market चलता है तो retail investors, HNIs get more and more bullish in the stock market. So that is also helping Anand Rathi scale up its business. एक तो bull market है, दूसरा they are targeting Bharat. Bharat means the tier 2, 3, 4 cities, जहाँ पे they are getting more and more business in the private wealth management space. So that's pretty much about it. So what the company ka management, let's talk about some other insights in the con call. Like the management says India is a country where there is a lot of savings, right? Indians have great habit in savings, but they have poor investment skills, right? So I'll tell you the savings. The total Indian household savings today stands at 670 lakh crores. Okay, but having said that, this is what Anand Rathi says ये जो 670 lakh crores है, इसको धीरे धीरे करके सही से इस कैपिटल को एलोकेट करनी है, right? And that's what I told you, right? 5 to 10 lakh HNI families है हमारे country में. I think it's north of 10 lakhs, I guess. HNI families है. Total savings, if you see, it's north of 670 lakh crores. So there is immense scope for companies like Anand Rathi or Prudent Corporation, which are mutual fund distributor companies. So what they can do is यहाँ पे, of course, their job is to connect the investors with the mutual fund companies and the AMCs. So what Anand Rathi and Prudent have to do is they have to increase the expertise. Like Anand Rathi talks about mentorship, which I really like, right? Because if you cannot mentor your clients, वो जब market में थोड़ा बहुत भी volatility आएगा, the client will sell the stocks and he or she will run away, right? But if you can mentor somebody, right, and you can only mentor when you are financially literate on your own, right? तब जाके आप अपने clients को. So Anand Rathi का जो भी relationship managers है, they are mentors to the HNI families, right? So this is the best part. They're not only trying to shove a product for commission. They are trying to mentor them, and they are trying to build a relationship with the clients. So Anand Rathi यही करते हैं, compared to say for example कोई एक normal एक mutual fund distributor जिसका काम ही होता है कि for commission के basis पे वो आपको कुछ भी बेच देगा. So ये तो हो गया बात. दूसरी point ये है कि अगर आप देखोगे कि post मतलब what is the commission that they get, right? Because if Anand Rathi, let's say for example, if you are an HNI family, right, a family के member हो, आनंद राठी आपके पास आया एंड लेट्स से कन्विंसेस यू के लाइक ओके फाइन, तो आप 1 करोड़ रुपए आप एक म्यूचुअल फंड में डालो या 2-3 म्यूचुअल फंड्स में डालोगे, एंड आनंद राठी गिव्स यू द लिस्ट एज वेल के लिए कहाँ कहाँ डाल सकते हो, व्हाट इज द रिस्क रिवॉर्ड एंड ब्ला ब्ला, all those things. So what is the commission that they get post tax? The commission that they get post GST and post tax is approximately 1 to 1.5%. Now what is the risk here going forward? Now who gets the commission here out of this 1 crore ka? So 1 crore ka 1% commission is 1 lakh rupees, right? So 1 lakh rupees जाएगा आनंद राठी के पास, because आनंद राठी ने, और ये 1 lakh rupees कौन देगा, वो AMC कंपनीज देगा, because वो AMC कंपनी को ये 1 करोड़ का पैसा किसने लाके दिया, आनंद राठी लाके दिया. But then here is the thing, right? Going forward, the risk is like if SEBI reduces this commission even further, right? Like okay, because this is a very regulated space, right? Because if you think about this, upfront commission जो पहले लेता था, जैसे AMC companies, ऐसे distributor companies, upfront commission तो बंद करवा दिया. This is the trailing commission. तो अगर ट्रेलिंग कमीशन का परसेंटेज भी लेट से अभी 1% से 0.5% कर दिया, so that is a risk here, right? Because Anand Rathi has to keep playing the volume का game. Here commissions will never go up. आप इसको एकदम गारंटी के साथ लिख के मतलब ले सकते हो. But यहाँ पे it's more volume. That's why Anand Rathi talks about entering more and more cities in tier 2, 3, 4, right? And यहाँ पे more and more money has to come into the AMCs through Anand Rathi. तो आनंद राठी का AUM का जितना वॉल्यूम बढ़ेगा, उसके अनुसार आनंद राठी का टॉप लाइन एंड बॉटम लाइन will keep growing. Got it? So that's how you should be looking at the business. Now, if I can just end it, so what the management actually says is like, SEBI also understand the scope that the private wealth management space has in India. SEBI understand that आज India में even mutual fund investing is such an under-penetrated area, right? Hardly there are approximately, I think, 10 to 12 crore demat accounts in a country with a population of around 130-150 crore people, right? So SEBI also understands कि like मतलब इतना भी कमीशन को हमें कम नहीं करना है कि like that they really demotivate these distributors to do their job, right? So Anand Rathi believes that this commission, the trail commission of 1 to 1.15%, ये जो 1 to 1.15% का जो trailing commission है, this number would not go down. But then of course this becomes the most important thing that we can track. We can track when we are tracking businesses like Anand Rathi. But so far, I like this company. I like the top line ka growth. I like the way that which they are going about their business. I like the mentorship wala part that they say, like that they mentor, that the relationship managers are basically mentors to their clients and give them thorough, well-researched analysis and standardized solution. And of course, they also ensure that the client makes 12, 13, 14% CAGR, right? And of course, all the investments that the HNI clients make, right? Anand Rathi only thinks long term with those investments. मतलब long term के लिए पैसा डालना है तो तभी आनंद राठी आपको हेल्प करेगा, right? 12, 13, 14% मतलब वो अपने क्लाइंट्स को बता रहे हैं कि आप 4, 5, 6 साल में अपने पैसे को डबल करोगे. So यही बनता है. If you have any questions regarding Anand Rathi or Prudent or say any other mutual fund distribution company, you can always like post your question in the comment section. Thank you.